Hello, hello, hello again. Welcome to Shifts to Streamline. It is Tuesday, February the 13th. Happy Valentine's Day Eve. So tonight we're going to talk about, let me just pull this up on my, there we go. Tonight we're going to talk about, are you positioned as a CEO? Are you positioned to scale or are you setting yourself up to fail? So over the weekend, my mentor, because y'all know how I feel, if you don't have a coach or you know someone who doesn't have a coach, run, because none of us know everything. But my mentor did a um, live about why raising your prices isn't enough. And that really hit home for me um, in a couple different ways. So first, let me just set this up and say that she spoke about how you need to create a high ticket solution um, and be able to meet more of your ideal clients' needs, basically. So you have regular offerings, and so you need to create a higher ticket offer so you can meet more of their needs and build a longer relationship with them. So I kept thinking about her initial statement that raising your prices isn't enough. And so my question is to you tonight is, does your back end support a high ticket offer? Okay. And actually, I dare to ask, does your back end support your current offers? If you actually were, and for some of you, are you struggling because you have reached capacity? You have filled clients into your bandwidth as far as you can go? Or are you looking to get there? Would you be able to support your clients if you consistently had your bandwidth? If your business were to grow fivefold, tenfold, could you still meet your clients' needs? Is your back end created in such a way that it would support that? So if not, you're not positioned to scale, you're actually positioned to fail. So I just want to go into that a little bit more tonight. It's not enough to increase your revenues. Okay. As a visionary CEO, even as a solopreneur who is a chief everything officer, if you are bringing in revenues, that is, you should be bringing in revenues. That's the bottom line. But if you want to generate more revenues, if you want to increase your revenues, you're going to need to simplify your day to day operations, your day-to-day routine, so that you can maximize your profit margins. Because what we see in a lot of situations is that the more clients you bring on, the higher your expenses are. And so you have to get in a place where you are better managing the resources that you have. So, in other words, you need to figure out how to better manage your time and your money. It's not enough to just keep bringing more money in. You also need to be able to manage your time. If you are one of those people who spends all of your time, I have a cousin and she spends all of her time, she misses holidays, she misses family events unless she closes down her business. So she has to choose between the two. You don't want to be that person, okay? Um, you need to find a way to do everything else easier and better. So then my second question is, in the things that you are doing for your business, are you doing the things you're supposed to do? Are you focused on those highest revenue generating tasks, or are you operating in your zone of genius? Some of you are busy reading emails. Some of you are busy managing your calendar. Some of you are busy on Canva. Some of you are busy on social media. But are you about the business of your clients? Are you about the business of what your business's mission and vision statement are? Period, point blank. I'm real direct, so we're gonna keep it real. Um, do you have rinse and repeat assets in place that you can use, systems that you can use that will help you to generate enough revenue so that you can scale to 7 and 8 figures? See, the average business owner only makes 5 figures a year. But then there's those other business owners, those other CEOs who actually make 6, 7, 8, 9 figures. You don't want to get stuck in the bottom. Okay. So what we want to do is position you to scale. I speak all the time. I had a client. I have the client, but I no longer call her this. I called her Little Fires Everywhere because she was running around doing all of the things. Do you have a team? And you're micromanaging everyone on the team. You're not allowing them to move in the levels that they could. You're not allowing them to be the best version of themselves. Or do you have a team and they're telling you, my load is heavy, like I'm at capacity. Okay. We've all heard that we attract what we put out. So are you set up to attract high ticket clients? Or are you set up to attract mediocre and just barely getting by? Okay. So if you are a certain age, you remember, and I don't remember which character said it, but you remember in Waiting to Exhale when she said, if you ugly inside, you ugly outside. Well, if your business is ugly inside, it's going to be ugly outside eventually. You cannot, what's done in the dark will eventually come to the light. Okay. So that just means that creating great service offers is not enough. We need to make sure that your business back end is able to support what it is that you're doing on the front. It's not enough to go out and create a wonderful coaching program. It's not enough to go out and create a great membership program. Do you have the systems, processes in place? Do you have the team in place that will support that program, support those great offers? You need to make sure that you have a foundation that is rooted and grounded in such a way that you can have exponential growth, period, point blank. We're not even talking about a few dollars. We're talking about generating income, maximizing profits, and having exponential growth. Okay. 8 out of 10 businesses fail within the first 5 years, not because they don't have a great service, not because they're not making money, but because as the business grows, they fail. They fall in because they can't support where they're growing to. I just got off the phone with a new client today, and I told her it's not that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Because she said, I wonder if I have a failure to succeed sometime. And I told her we all do. We all, when you believe it or not, your failure is not that your fear is not that you're going to fail. Your fear, can't get my words together. Your fear is that you're going to succeed, because success looks different. It means a different lifestyle. It means different things. Sometimes for some of us, we're the first millionaire in our family. We're creating that generational wealth. And so that's a new thing. But most businesses don't fail for lack of clients, lack of having a great service offering. They fail because you cannot withstand under the pressure of your business growing. And I told her, I said, you're just having growing pains. It's like when our moms used to buy us that winter coat and they bought it a little bit too big so that it would last through the season. Well, your coat is too little. You're feeling like this when it's zipped up, your sleeves is up to here. You need room to grow. Once you create that space, then you will be able to grow. But in order to do that, you have to create that space. And that is making sure that you have the processes. What is it that you do every day, step by step? Okay. What is it? What systems do you have in place for those things that you do over and over again? Are you manually doing invoices? Are you manually sending out emails? Or do you have all of those things automated? Once you get that type of systemization in place, then you're going to be able to grow. You are going to be positioned for scaling. Scaling says that you're doing less, but you're making more. You're able to reclaim your time while you're maximizing your profits. You're not only making money, but you're making better use of the resources that it takes to make that money. It can best be described as a game of Jenga. Okay, we've all played Jenga. You start out, you got this nice little square. It go all the way up. All the blocks are in place. But as you take the block from the bottom and put the blocks on the top, the bottom can get a little shaky. If you don't put some reinforcement in there, or you don't add something to it, then it's going to topple over. That's the same thing that happens to your business. As your business starts, it's this firm foundation. It's you, and you able to do all of the things. But as you take on more clients, as you begin to make profits, as you begin to bring in more income, you have to move yourself around in what you're doing. But if you don't go back and put in the people, the processes, the systems that's going to create that foundation, that business is going to topple over. No way around it. So the worst thing that can happen as a CEO is not making it. The worst thing that can happen is tasting that success and then having that Jenga topple over. Okay. It's not having in place what you need to support sustained success. There's nothing worse than having a taste of something and never being able to eat that again. Okay. So it's about a level of support that not only makes it easier for you to do what you do, but it's the stage for you to do it at new heights. Okay. It's about enhancing your client's journey so that they feel amazing about the investment that they made. From the moment before they walk in the door, what makes them attracted to you in the first place, to when you secure the client, to all the work that you do for them, to the offboarding, which if you've done what you're supposed to do, will turn into a repeat client. And then they'll start all over again. You want your clients to feel amazing about the investment they've made. You want to be able to secure those high ticket offers. And you want them to be able to share with others how you help them, because that's going to bring more people in the door. And if that isn't enough, having that strong support system, having that foundation in place is going to free up your time. Because as a visionary CEO, you need free time. Let me tell you the 3 reasons you need free time. 1, you need personal time. You need to be able to do all those things that you want to do, whether that is taking your kids to school, whether that is picking up coffee in the morning, whether that is going on vacations, whether that's, for me, taking my parents to doctor's appointments in the afternoon because they don't get up early. They get up in the afternoon. It's being able to have the free time to do all of those things. So the first thing is free time. The second thing is, if you're running around busy all the time, you don't even see the opportunities when they become available. When you don't have time to see opportunities, guess what? They pass you by. Opportunities won't stick around. They'll knock on somebody else's door. Okay? And then with those opportunities, those turn into new streams of income. Everybody wants to have multiple streams of income. Remember, multiple streams of income are not multiple jobs. That is a way that you are able to have additional income coming in using what you already have in the same way, a different way, or better yet, making money while you sleep. That's what having the foundation in place allows you to do. It allows you free time. It allows you, as a visionary CEO, you are literally standing at the top of a mountain. Whether you've actually been to the top of a mountain or you've looked at a picture of the top of the mountain, when you look down, you literally can see the way that the water moves. Those are rivers of opportunity and streams of income. If you as a CEO never get to that mountaintop, you're never going to experience those rivers and streams. Okay? So you need to be able to then, like I said, that passive income, make money while you sleep. Okay, while I'm on here talking to y'all, somewhere somebody is taking one of my courses. That doesn't require anything of me, but yet and still it's generating income. Okay, so you want to be able to create those opportunities, and you can't do it if you're bogged down. Okay, and then I want you to remember that we don't have to make a trade-off. Okay, y'all know I'm a PK, so I'm always going to bring it here. We serve a God of and all. God doesn't require that I pick and choose. It's not either or. He said that I can have all things. He said that he will give me abundantly above all I could think, ask, or imagine. He didn't just make that promise to me. He made that promise to you as well. So when you get your business structured correctly and you have that foundation in place, Not only are you going to have more free time, not only are you going to be able to generate more revenues, not only are you going to be able to maximize profits, you're going to be able to do them all at the same time. Okay? So if this sounds good to you and you like to discuss how I can help you by assessing your current back end, the condition of your condition, then please drop back in the chat. If you catch it on a replay, still drop back in the chat. Or you can go directly to my calendar and schedule a complimentary consultation today, because my goal is to help at least 100 CEOs every year to make sure that you are positioned to scale. I want you to be able to see 7 and 8 figures in your business. I want you to be able to reach millionaire status and be able to offer your clients high ticket offers. But if you don't have that foundation in place, that is just a figment of your imagination. It's a dream. It's not a goal. A goal includes actionable steps and timelines to get there. It means that it's a possibility. It does not mean potential. It's the difference between possibility and potential. Possibility means let's change it up. Let's make it happen. Potential means we sitting on it. Okay? So I just want to say thank you for coming in tonight. I've added more available spaces to my calendar for Black History Month, which I choose to call Black Empowerment Month. It's time that we make the changes. It's time that we make the shifts. It's time that we do what we need to do so that we can simplify. As CEOs, we want to simplify our day-to-day routine, streamline our operations so that we can maximize our profits. So thank you for joining me tonight. I hope that you make every effort this week to at least make one little shift so that you can streamline and set yourself up so that you're positioned to scale and not to fail. Have a great night. I'll talk to you later.